This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails. Garner great pet tips and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. And guess what, folks? Today I'm deep in the heart of Texas, specifically a town called Schertz. That's Schertz. It's near San Antonio, and I'm here at the 3rd annual Texas Pet Sitters Conference, where these attendees bring a lot of TLC to their clients. I'm talking trust, I'm talking love, and I'm talking care. Think about it. When you need someone to take care of your most priceless asset, and that's not your Maserati, we're talking about your mutt and your cat, you need to get a professional pet sitter. And I am so delighted that this year I am the keynote speaker at this conference, and with the help of Pet Safety Cat Casey, we're delivering a 2-hour cat wrangling workshop as well. But enough of all that. I want you to listen in because we've got some top dogs and top cats in the world of pets, and they're going to be our guests today. So everybody, you know the drill. Sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a pause. 4 furry ones, actually. Sit and stay. Oh Behave will be right back.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now, back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore, and I am being a rover reporter because I'm here at the Texas Pet Sitter Conference just outside of San Antonio. We got a whole slate of great guests, so enough of my yapping. Let's get this party started. Hey everybody, we're here at the Texas Pet Sitters Conference in Schertz, Texas. I keep wanting to say, do I have a shirt on? But it's not spelled that way. It's Schertz for all you big spellers out there. But I'm delighted because our next guest is the remarkable Cathe Delaney. She runs the show for NAPPS. NAPPS, is she sleepy? No. NAPPS stands for National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. And did I do that right, Cathe?
Absolutely. Right
Hey,
on.
welcome to the show, Cathe.
Thank you so much, Arden.
All right, so why should I even care about hiring a professional pet sitter? You know, the neighbor down the block can do it.
Oh, no. The neighbor down the block cannot do it. Well, they can, actually, but you want to hire a NAPPS professional pet sitter. You want to make sure that that individual is certified, insured, and bonded. Yes, you could certainly hire the kid down the street for $7 for the entire day. That's not what you want. You want to make sure that your home and the animals are cared for while you are away.
That's right, because the kid might get distracted and go somewhere, and the poor little dog and cat are practicing Kegels.
Absolutely. God forbid something were to happen. You know, what happens if the animal gets sick? eat something that it shouldn't, get into some sort of toxin or whatever. You want to have someone who can handle the situation no matter what the situation is.
What I like about NAPPS, besides not taking a nap, is that you guys are always learning and continuing to educate your clients. So you got something coming up in April.
Absolutely. We have the 2018 annual forum, and we will be in Atlanta, Georgia. Nice. The good thing about this conference, Arden, is you do not have to be in Atlanta. Of course, we'd love you to be there, but you can participate virtually.
Yeah, live streaming is the way to go, right?
Absolutely. You can sit in the comfort of your own home, in your pajamas, and watch us there in Atlanta. We're really, really looking forward to it.
How do they find out more about that?
On our website, www.petsitters.org.
Okay, so this is your first time to the Texas Pet Sitters Conference. Tell me your impressions.
It's awesome. It really is. This has been a really great 2 days. I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of professional pet sitters who are either NAPPS members and we reconnected, or are looking forward to being NAPPS members. So it's really been beneficial for us.
And we have to disclose, listeners, I actually do their digital magazine for the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters every quarter. So I love that job. But this is the first time you got to meet my team, Casey and Kona, the pet safety dog and cat. So what's your impressions of those two?
They are absolutely everything that I wanted them to be. I had this, thought in my head of what your presentation was going to be like and what they were like, and you just knocked it out of the park, which I knew you would.
All right. Well, I'm glad to call you my friend. And folks, if you want a professional pet sitter, please check out the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. Go to www.petsitters.org. And thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. Hey, everybody. Our next guest is from a great company. It's called FetchFind, and I love this company. Her name is Kristina Pouliot.
Oh, yeah, pool and a yacht. Two things I don't have.
And what's your fancy title at FetchFind?
I am a customer relations pro, so I'm here to help all of our customers make the most out of their FetchFind subscriptions and their FetchFind experience.
So tell people, what the heck is FetchFind?
FetchFind is here to help train your staff, your pet professional staff, dog walking, pet sitting, boarding. We are here to give you the tools, the educational resources to be the best you can be in this industry.
And you've got a pretty good gal at the head of your company.
We do. The incredible Jamie Migdal is our lovely and fearless CEO. She is here leading us in the direction of, education, empowerment, and safety. Her passion is safety in this industry, and that's one of the things that really pushes our company forward.
And they have the coolest logo of a dog looking with an ear up and the ear down, and he's fetchy. And it's FetchFind.com. And again, I have to let you guys know that Jamie Migdal reached out to me, and I'm creating the feline fundamental elements. So FetchFind is not just for dogs.
Absolutely not. And we have courses on dogs, cats, thanks to you, Arden, as well as, maybe not animal-related things like customer service and safety and health, things that are...
Well, that's how to run a pet industry business,
Absolutely.
Right?
We want everyone that's involved with FetchFind to be as well-rounded of an individual as possible, because well-rounded care is the best way to serve our pets.
So is this your first time to Shirts, Texas?
This is my first time to the Lone Star State in general. I know. I am so impressed. Everyone has been so nice. It's been great.
Where's home? Is Chicago?
Chicago is home. I'm originally from Michigan.
Say yes to Michigan.
Absolutely. So it's always so great to visit parts of the country.
So what's your impression so far?
It's been so incredible. Everyone here in Texas is so friendly, so nice, and everyone here at the Texas Pet Sitters Conference is so passionate about what they do, and it's been so fun to meet them and give them some more resources and tools to be the best they can be.
What got you involved with FetchFind?
I'm so lucky. I know someone that works with Jamie that has known her for a while, and he got me connected this past October, and it's been just incredible. Such a great fit, and working in sales and now customer relations and just being able to contribute to this team, it's great.
Well, we're table mates because your table's next to mine, so you get to hang out with Casey and Kona.
Absolutely. I've been joking that Casey's the cat in the hat this weekend.
Well, tell the listeners why.
Well, he's been wearing this cute little hat all weekend on his harness, and he's been just the star of my Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody at the conference gave him a black cowboy hat, and I'm like, he's not going to wear the hat. Oh.
It's amazing. He's got like a little string, and it just hangs there, and it's...
He is kind of working at it, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a good look, especially since you've moved recently to Dallas. I think you should make it a permanent addition.
I think so, too. So what's something how can people learn more about FetchFind? And I know you have some different programs.
Absolutely. So you can always check out our website, www.fetchfind.com. We have a variety of different programs as well as resources that we share on our social media. But feel free to always reach out and get involved. Email us anytime at hello@fetchfind.com. Say hello. We'd love to talk
Now
with you.
that's a good email. Hello@FetchFind.
Isn't it fun? Yeah, we want to be just open and hello, we want to talk to you.
All right. Well, Kristina, I hope someday you get a pool and a yacht. But until then, it's been a real pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you so much, Arden. Yeah, cheers to FetchFind, and hopefully, I'll invite you to my pool and yacht soon.
Deal. My next special guest is the one, the only Jason Waggoner. He has many identities. Of course, his official job paying title is Vice President of Acutraq. He does background screenings on us, yeah. But he also jams it every year at the Texas Pet Sitting Conference as the talented musician. Welcome to the show, Jason.
Thank you so much for having me, Arden. This is a pleasure to be on.
All right, guys, I made a fool of myself with pet safety dog Kona and pet safety cat Casey, and you were playing one of my favorite songs. What was it?
That was Blue Suede Shoes, and I think it went viral.
Oh, my God. We were up there jamming on stage while you were playing. I got to admit, my mom loved Elvis, so I was channeling my inner Elvis from my mom. But what did you think of Casey the cat's move?
She was on top of it. I think she may have been a part of Elvis's regimen back in the day.
You never know. Cats have many, many lives. But anyway, what makes you come every year to this conference?
This is just such a great group. We've been so blessed to work with so many pet sitters from California to New York, just coast to coast. And so just to come and see everybody and get a chance to kind of keep my ear to the ground of what's going on with pet screening. And yeah, it just really gives it just a fun place to be. I just wouldn't miss it.
Well, let's do the serious side of Jason, which is Acutraq. What the heck is that? Spell it, and why should we care?
Acutraq has been around since 1998. I've been with them for 10 years now, and it is spelled kind of weird. So it's ACUTRAQ.com, and it's pronounced Acutraq. And we just do background screening for any kind of employer, any kind of landlord, any kind of volunteer organization.
You know a lot of stuff about a lot of people.
We have some interesting days.
But why is that so important?
That is important because especially in the pet sitter industry, I mean, who has more access than a pet sitter? You've got key codes, you've got keys, you've got...
You're better than the pizza delivery guy.
Everything. I mean, they just turn over everything to them. But people forget a lot of times that they also have access to your medicine cabinets. If you have a drawer with your financials in it, I mean, your pet sitter should be somebody that's background screened and trusted. Which
brings up a good point. You just don't want somebody just coming over because they're inexpensive to let your dog out to piddle or to scoop the litter box. You really need to know who that person is.
Right. Yeah, it's probably the most important part of the equation is making sure you know who's coming inside your dwelling.
Right. So you work with all different pet sitting organizations, right?
Yes, and to one more point on that, you know, we talk about financials and medicine cabinets. They have care of your animals, your family.
That's the most priceless asset.
Important part. So
what are some of the associations that you work with?
Sure. Some of the associations that we're partnered with are the Texas Pet Sitters Conference, Pet Sitters International. We have been working with them for right around a year now and love that organization. Pet Sittingology is where this kind of all started.
Yeah.
Josh Carey and that.
Yeah, shout out to Josh Carey.
Yes. The Vegas crew, and then looks like this coming year we'll be partnering up with NAPPS as well. So.
And that stands for National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. So you're getting all the big players.
Yes, we are making a splash in the pet sitting world.
So let's get into the fun side of Jason. Talk about your music background.
Love music. Had just a brief stint with a record label out of Houston. There are some things you could get on iTunes. A lot of that's in the hip hop world. So there's some things I haven't even showed my parents. But I provide guitar work for a lot of hip hop artists, and by nature I'm a blues artist. So that's
what kind of guitar?
I play acoustic and electric. My electric is a Gibson Les Paul. That's my baby, and just something that I really love to do. If I ever win the lottery, I'll make a big music studio somewhere. But until then, it's just me and background checks.
So you were trying to do a little bit of canine feline karaoke here at the conference, right?
We were having some fun with it.
So are some of these your songs as well as artists?
I do write some. I've never put out my own album yet. That's one of the things. I've started one probably 3 times and just gotten sidetracked working on other people's projects, but it is something I plan to finish probably within the next year. It'll be some blues and a little mix of country of my own originals. A lot of family songs about my family moving from Roswell to Arkansas and different things of that nature. And like I say, I'm a blues player, so there will be a lot of blues in there. I love
But you'll be smiling, listeners, trust me. So we know to go to Acutraq, which is ACUTRAQ.com, but how do we find out about Jason Waggoner? And that's got, just like a dog, it's got a couple of G's, WAGGONER. How do we find out more about you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram as far as the music side and everything with that. It's at WagSwag, so it's WAGGSWAG, and that's Instagram. I don't do a whole lot on Twitter. And then on the web, you can find another project that I do that's a motivational movement, just interviews with people that inspire me, and it's called the You Meet You movement. And so
what does it say? What's it called?
That's the You Meet You movement. So it's the letter U, meet the letter U movement.com. And I've got about 3 interviews right now that I'm getting ready to drop. One of them's with the Cookie Queen. She started the edible bouquets in the 80s, and she was the first one. And so if you ever see Cookies by Design, I'm really looking forward to getting the interview out with Miss Gwen Gilliam. So
what I like about you is you put a capital L in life every day in living, don't you think?
I try to wake up every day, and the first thought that runs through my head is, who might I meet today? There may be somebody I meet people all the time, and some of them do change my life. And so I look for that every day, the small things that help me be a better person each day.
Well, I think that's why I feel like a kindred spirit to you, Jason.
Definitely. I'm not sure. Did you do the chart on where you fall yesterday?
Yeah.
What were you?
I was an orange.
I was straight orange, and that's probably why we get along so good.
Kona, our dog, is a little blue.
Oh.
Which means very clingy and, like me.
Yes.
But you and I are willing to be a little out there and goofy, but with a purpose.
The orange were the little bit impulsive and people that are outgoing and as far as that goes. And so I know we both fall in that category.
Well, I am glad to call you my friend, Jason, and thank you so much for being a guest on our show.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to seeing you at future events.
All right.
Yes, I'm here at the Texas Pet Sitter Conference, but listeners, I have a great offer for you, and it's from the great people from CanvasPeople.com. Think about it. I'm looking at my phone right now, and I have this beautiful, smiling photo of pet safety dog Kona. She's a Jack Russell mix, and she's just grinning back at me. And I'm like, man, I love this photo. I wish I could do something with it. How many of you have so many photos, awesome photos of your dogs, your cats, hey, even your kids and grandkids, and they're all stuck on your phone? Canvas People has a solution. They're giving us a free offer. You can pick your favorite photo, and they'll make it into a 11 by 14 print for free. That's a $69.99 value. All you have to do is go to CanvasPeople.com, upload your photo, make sure you use the code BEHAVE, and you get a free print valued at $69.99. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. That's no big deal. I'm getting ready to do this right now for my great photo of pet safety dog Kona, whose nickname is Ice Cream Kona, because she's very nice, Kona. Hey, this is a great thing. Not only do the folks at CanvasPeople.com give you an easy way to upload your favorite photos onto prints, but you can put them on throw pillows. You can do it on photo mugs, desktop plaques. I mean, there's tons of ideas. And if you have a few of them, they can even do a creation of photos. They call it the honeycomb. That's pretty sweet. So again, for all you listeners, you can get your paws on 11 by 14 Canvas People print for free, a $69.99 value. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. Just go to CanvasPeople.com. Make sure you put in the code BEHAVE, and ta-da! Share this great news with all your pet-loving pals. And we're going to hear more guests, so everybody sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
We wear fur, and we're damn proud of it.
What?
And our 4 legs.
And our tail. And we go to the bathroom outside.
Well, we may not be too proud of that. Sniff around, then mark your spot right here. Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets.
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, this is Joyce DeWitt. You may remember me from Three's Company, inviting you to have the good sense to tune in to the adorable, amazing Arden Moore on Oh Behave on Pet Life Radio.
We're back from the lot. Just checked the paper and we had a record showing at the box. The letterbox, that is. Now back to Oh Behave. Here's Arden.
Welcome back to the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore, and as mentioned, we're here at the 3rd annual Texas Pet Sitter Conference. Yeehaw! And yes, my cat Casey has been sporting a black cowboy hat, looking very fine, very fine. My dog, pet safety dog Kona, tried wearing it, but she looks a little goofy in it. It definitely wears better on the fine feline of Casey. So let's keep going. We've got a few more guests for you to hear about.
Hey folks, we're wrapping up our time here at the Texas Pet Sitting Conference, and we would be remiss if we didn't have a couple of top dogs in the pet industry world. And these are folks that are committed to taking care of our pets in many different ways, and they're from the International Boarding and Pet Services Association. I'm speaking, of course, of Carmen Rustenbeck, and thank you for having your name tag right there. I'm just teasing. And Charlotte Biggs. You guys gave the last talk of the last day, and people were there, and they were listening. That's a tough one, right, Carmen?
Absolutely it is. They've had this great training for the last 2 days, and we had the last talk, and we were like, okay, we got to pick it up. We got to send them out with great information, and they hung in there with us, and we were so happy to be able to do that.
And what's one of the biggest messages of your talk, Charlotte?
The biggest message of the talk today was about truly knowing who you are and what your business is, and making certain that you stay consistent with that every single day.
You made a really good point. You said, even if you're a sole proprietor, you use the word we, and it is the business. Talk about that.
Yes, it is the business. As a professional pet sitter, even if it is just you that is that professional pet sitter, the pet-owning public is looking at you as the professional in their life. So they're looking at you as their business. They're looking at that business and how it delivers the care that you're providing. And so I think that that's always important to remember, is it's not you. You're not doing a neighborly friend. You are a professional business, even if you are your only employee.
I like that. And Carmen, talk a little bit about the IBPSA.
So the IBPSA was established to provide education to pet care service providers, not only for themselves to help grow their business, but also for the employees. And what is the proper way to take care of pets in their care? So we provide species-specific education that we hope they take and that their employees can take. And then we look at the life cycle of their business from the time they open their doors till the time they decide to retire out. How can we successfully take them through the life cycle of their business, whether that's 10 years or 30 years?
And how do we find out about you guys? Because there's a lot of letters in this alphabet.
That's right. So you go to IBPSA, which is short for International Boarding and Pet Service Association.com. So IBPSA.com, and then you can go /consumer, and there's a whole bunch of tips for the consumer there, including how to find the best pet sitter, how to find the best boarding facility, and then you can always reach out to us at info@IBPSA.com. And then if you're looking for a member who joined IBPSA and is living up to those standards, there is a member search function at the top of the IBPSA.com page, and you can find a member in your area who can provide quality services.
Hey folks, these guys got their act together. They're committed to the welfare of pets. They know that pets are our most priceless asset. I really want you to learn more about the IBPSA. Right during this interview, my pet safety dog Kona's been listening in, and she's giving 4 paws up for the approval of what you all do. What do you think of Kona's endorsement?
I am loving the fact that Kona loves us because we love Kona.
Kona, I could hug you. Yes.
Thank you.
And Pet Safety Cat Casey does love you guys, but he's taking his 7th catnip of the afternoon, so he couldn't be with us again. Again, everybody, let's give big pause and applause to Charlotte Biggs and Carmen Rustenbeck for being here at the Texas Pet Sitting Conference, but more importantly, for what your mission is.
Thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure.
It has been our pleasure. Thank you.
All right. We're wrapping up here at the Texas Pet Sitters Conference in shirts, and I always want to make sure I have clothes on, Texas. And I got to give a big pause and applause to the terrific trio who are the masterminds behind this conference. I'm speaking, of course, of Cathy Vaughan, Michelle Romano, and Deanna Schaar, and they're here with me right now. We just completed the conference, the 3-day conference. Are you guys... How do you feel? Let's go with you, Michelle.
Super hyped up now and rejuvenated and ready to implement all the new things that I've learned.
All right. How about you, Cathy?
I'm the same. You know, it's always exhilarating to see all the people here. We put a lot of effort into this throughout the year, and we think, wow, is anybody even going to show up? And then we see cars pulling in, and we see lots of old friends, and the room is filled with all these great people, and we can't help but walk away feeling great and waiting, for next year.
So what's your take on this conference this year, Deanna?
Oh, wow. We just had a lot of the big organizations here, and we're just really excited about that because even though we've started grassroots, we're getting bigger as well, and we're hoping that they'll be able to support us going forward and we can learn to share best practices across organizations.
So how did you three chicks get together and say, let's just not sleep for a while and start a conference?
Well, Michelle and I saw a need for our businesses in the area and a little bit,
San
farther.
Antonio area.
Right, San Antonio, Texas. So we saw a need that we needed to have a grassroots conference that new businesses or businesses who were sole proprietors could come to, keep the cost low, give them some really, really good value. And Michelle said, there's no reason we can't do a conference like that. Let's do it ourselves.
I'm the crazy one. Blame me.
Yeah.
You're the good crazy one. We applaud you.
So we did the first year, and again, we weren't even sure, how many people we were going to have show up. People started registering. We were amazed. Our amazing people like you, Arden, supported us and came out and spoke to the people and just gave them great content, and it's just grown over the years. So
how did you get Deanna in this?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So I attended the first conference and I found out about it by accident, and I was just so grateful for the opportunity for it to be a local conference for me and to be such high quality and low cost.
Right. And I do want you to give a shout out to your specific businesses.
Oh, I own a Passion for Paws Pet Care.
What's the web and all that?
Oh, I don't know. It's passionforpawssa.com. Okay. And anyway, so I just started my business, and it was just so much great, relevant information that I could actually implement the next day. And I wanted to do any and everything I could to support this effort of having a yearly conference, even if it meant me giving up my time, my resources, whatever I had to do. So basically, I stalked Cathy and Michelle, and I wouldn't go away. Good. And so finally, they're like, "Oh, okay, you can help us, but what's this chick really all about?" And I think I've been able to prove myself that I
definitely proving
I really
yourself,
do.
yeah.
It means a lot to me, and I really care a lot about it and a lot about its success and being part of the education. Coming from a corporate job, I understand the importance of continuing education and this was just so, again, local, low cost. I was able to afford it. I was able to be here and do it, and it's made such a big difference for me.
Local, low cost, and very relevant.
And relevant,
and not all these theories,
And I can't tell you how many clients I've gotten from my networking here at this conference.
Excellent. And Michelle, tell us about your business.
My business is Wags and Purrs Pet Sitting, and I've also done a little bit of in-home boarding as well for the seniors that maybe need that extra care and can't be left alone all day.
And it's wagsandpurrs.com?
Wagspurs.com. There's no and in the website.
That's why I want to make it clear.
Wagspurs. WAGGSP.
And you get a special salute because my pet safety cat, Casey, came into the conference. He's a dude wearing a pink cowboy hat. How did you rectify that?
Well, I seem to remember I had a Halloween costume for my dog, and it included this little cowboy hat that was black.
Very manly.
Very manly, and he enjoys it.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the poster boy now for cowboy hats for felines and everything. All right. And how about, last but not least, we have the Pet Sitter of the Year for Pet Sitters International. I'm talking about Cathy Vaughan. Tell us about your company.
So I own Cathy's Critter Care. It's our pet sitting company. We started in 1998, and we're here in Schertz. We service San Antonio, and that's mypetsitteronline.com. We also own Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit, which is where we host the conference.
And it's a great place.
Thank you. So that's our boarding, our daycare facility. So dogs can either come to us or we can go to them, and we fill the need both ways.
What's it feel like to win PSI Pet Sitter of the Year? That's a pretty tough competition. That's a major organization.
It is, and I have to tell you, it's an honor, but it's kind of humbling and it's kind of scary.
And can we tell the listeners what you are adorned in?
Yes, my wonderful colleagues, Michelle and Deanna, surprised me with a cat ear crown that's pink with glitter or sequins and a yellow sash that says 2018 Pet Sitter of the Year.
Have you taken it off yet?
I haven't. I haven't.
Showers in it.
I didn't shower, but hey.
If she did shower, she
did.
Good thing this is radio, folks.
I didn't want to shower because it would mess up the banner. So yeah.
So what's the ambitious goal for 2019?
I think keep on keeping on,
Looks like it.
Yeah, we really take a lot of feedback from the attendees that were here, so we're waiting for the surveys to come back in, see what they're looking for, see how we can fit their needs.
And we know that Michelle kind of gave Casey the hat, but I got to say, of all the people here, I think Kona and Casey have a special aunt in Deanna.
Oh, I love my Kona. Her and I actually bonded really, really close this year. And, I told you before, Arden, I missed her from last year, and I enjoy seeing her on Facebook. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful, amazing soul. And so is Casey, but I'm a little bit closer to Kona.
That's right. All right, guys, any parting messages to all our listeners about the need to have professionals caring for their pets?
Well, I think, if the number one thing pet owners are looking for is certification and education, this is the place to come. You're not going to find that elsewhere unless you choose a professional pet sitter or boarding facility to take care of your pets.
Yes, because we invest our time and energy and money into certifying ourselves and being more knowledgeable in our field.
That sounds good. You agree, right, Deanna?
Yes.
Hey, this trio, I got to tell you, folks, they got a lot of energy, they got a lot of passion, they got a lot of commitment, and they're going to make this planet so much better for our pets. So I thank you all for being on the show. And all you listeners out there, I want you to dash over to PetLifeRadio.com. We've got a lot of great shows, a lot of great hosts. I want to thank my producer, Mark Winter. He is the Wizard of Paws. And until next time, this is your two-legged host delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. All behave.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's All Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.